Greetings from Finland and Jyväskylä. My name is Arі Покka. I'm the president of the International Confederation of Principals and former president of the Finnish Association of Principals. Really enjoy the possibilities to join your conference. The questions what I handle today is about the joyful learning and joyful life, quite an interesting topic. I think that in personal life the answer is yes. We have a lot of examples from the people who are not very happy in their personal life, but they are really successful in their lives, or they haven't get a lot of money or whatever respect. But if you look about the nations and the group of the people, like the youngsters in the world, I think that the happiness is the part of the success, and if we like that our next generation will be successful, I'm quite sure that they must be happy also. When we look at the school and the school role, the forming the personality, I think that the role of the school is a very big one. I think that all the people who have been in the school carried the school somehow in their inner life, and it's very important what kind of feelings, emotions, skills, and also what kind of experience the school give for the person. So that's why if these feelings are not good one, I think that the person carried that kind of unhealthy, or let's say unhappy feeling about that very important part of the life. That's why we who work in the school must do a lot of work that everybody get that kind of inside feeling about the school, that has been one of the most important part of their life, and something what has been also very happy part of the life. The students have the possibilities to see, feel, act, and be part of the learning process as much as possible. That's make also studying exciting and interesting. And the happiness, yes, I think that we discuss also in Finland very much that is the school place where students can feel the happiness. Somebody says that working life is not a very happy one. But I think it's very important that the students themselves had a feeling that they can joy about the learning when they understand the new things, but also that they can be the part of the learning process, not just the listeners or readers, but very active person who actually make the learning process together with their teachers. I think that there's some peculiar things in the Finnish education which motivate the teachers and the students learn together. I think the one very interesting thing is that the gap between the teachers and the students are quite a small one, or narrow in the Finnish education, which means that we are working quite much about in the same level, and not only the teachers and the students, but also the principals, teachers and students. So we are more like the learning community who try to work together, not so much about that there's a teachers on the other side and the students on the other side, and then there's a big gap between them. I think we have that kind of education systems in the world also. And they are not very effective one, or they are not very joyful one, because the students somehow think about it that the teachers are coming from the, let's say, another world. I think that the big peculiar thing in Finnish education is that we really think about it that we are rowing in the same boat, and that makes the Finnish education very special one. And I'm quite sure that when we listen very carefully our students' ideas, my teachers' ideas, parents' ideas, the ideas of our school network, we have the combination where we create that kind of learning environment which really actually push us to learn more, not only the students but the teachers and me, like the principals, myself also. So I think that the modern Finnish school is much more that kind of open learning environment which actually called people to come and learn, not so much about that we try to teach and somebody's duties learn. So that's the difference if we looked our history and the modern Finnish education. I think that the Finland is quite a good example about successful educational developing, but same time I think that every country must find their own way. And even you find some good examples and you benchmark the Finnish education, what happens in the Canada or Asian countries, it's very important that you also are ready to develop your own Ukrainian education which based strongly about the best things in the Ukrainian culture, history and the knowledge. So, okay, it's good to know what happens outside your country, but the most important is what you are doing in your own country. And that's also something what is sustainable, and it's something which continue not only the years but decades or hundreds of decades. So I'm quite sure that you are ready to do that, your own Ukrainian solution of the world education.